M&A, it's the ultimate high-stakes game. Biggest investment, biggest risk, but when you nail it, total game changer for your business. I'm Kisan Patel, host of the M&A Science Podcast, where we cut through the noise and dive deep into what really makes M&A work. We're talking real conversations with top practitioners, no fluff, just hard-hitting insights you can actually use. Stay ahead of the curve and learn what it really takes to close deals. Catch M&A Science on your favorite podcast app. Here's to the deal.
Hey, it's Kim Commando Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to commando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. Baby, 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 oh.
Are you singing Bieber?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
Well, I didn't know it. I thought maybe you were going, you know that one. Baby, 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 where did my love go? I thought that's where we're going.
No.
But then...
The O.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I guess you were on tune.
Well, the whole internet's pretty upset.
With Bieber?
Yeah.
What do you do?
He unfollowed his wife.
Why would he do that?
And then he also unfollowed Usher.
Oh, well, that one kind of makes sense.
Scooter Braun.
Okay.
And his father-in-law, Stephen Baldwin.
Why is he unfollowing everybody?
Comes out, he said it's not him. He got hacked.
Oh, do you believe him? Because usually when someone says they got hacked, they're lying.
No, I think he really got hacked.
Yeah, because that one doesn't make any sense. But that's going to get the most attention is when you unfollow those people.
Yes. And so everybody's all upset thinking like maybe like Haley and Justin Bieber breaking up. And
Right.
the truth is that they're not.
Well, really? What's the joke?
The joke?
Mm-hmm.
You think there's a joke here?
I can see it in your eyes.
What does Justin Bieber and an HP laptop have in common?
I have no idea.
The fans go wild.
That is so deep IT. There's an IT guy right now that works for Ford listening to this podcast. He's like, oh, that's a good one. They do go wild. I just snorted.
It was the Ford guy.
Yeah.
And on that happy note, welcome. It's Kim Commando Today. It's your fun podcast about all things digital. That's right. And not to be confused with the Kim Commando Show, which is on, I don't know, 500, 700 different radio stations throughout the country. Now, the Kim Commando Show is a little bit different. That's where I talk about the latest tech news, and then there's also just the best callers in the entire universe. You never want to miss that. So wherever you get your podcast, just search for Commando with a K, of course, to get the Kim Commando Show. But we are glad that you're here. And just a reminder that if you're listening to the audio-only version of the Kim Commando Show, you're missing out on how beautiful I look today.
Yes, we're on YouTube. Very nice outfit.
I know. You actually paid me a compliment. And what did I say when you paid me a compliment?
Why are you being so nice to me? That was your exact quote. I said your necklaces look very pretty today.
Thank you.
I like it. I like the silver on black combination. Looks really good. But if you don't know what I'm talking about and you can't see it, then you got to go to YouTube. YouTube.com/Kim Commando. Subscribe to the podcast. We go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We drop shorts, other videos, informational stuff. You'll get a notification if you subscribe every single time we drop a video. It also helps the algorithm.
Yes.
It helps this show grow.
Yes, because that's how you trick big tech.
Sure.
You know, and you want to do that.
Is it really tricking, or it's just playing the game? It's just following the rules.
It's knowing the rules.
Yes, that's true.
You have to know the rules.
So like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe. We appreciate it.
So I've been getting some feedback from people about Meta.
Okay.
That because Mark Zuckerberg came out and said, we're not going to go ahead and screen for false content or fake news anymore. So it's up to you to figure it out. And so you're saying, like, I need to get off of Meta because they're not screening anymore.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole social media push on other apps, mainly TikTok, to get off Facebook, get off Instagram, and basically boycott everything that Meta has.
Well, as it turns out, survey says this whole Meta way of fact-checking, they only found 14% of posts that were actually spreading propaganda.
Well, at least, I mean, they found them. We know
14%.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a lot.
I mean, so let's say you go out with 100 women.
Sure.
Okay. And only...
Sounds like a normal weekend.
I'm sure. Your dreams.
I know.
Or OnlyFans. And only 14 ever want to see you again.
Right.
Okay. Not good odds.
No, that's not good.
No.
That's a low percentage. And... you may see the post that's misinformation, but it doesn't mean you're going to guaranteed to believe it.
Exactly.
Just because you're seeing it's there doesn't mean it's actually tricking anyone.
So they're going to community notes.
Yeah, which is what other social media apps use.
What X does.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know if this is a good deal or not, because I'm not. I know it's going to be a shocker for you. I'm not the biggest sports fan.
No. You've been to more Super Bowls than I care to mention right now, but you're not even a sports fan at all.
I know, isn't it crazy?
You sent me a picture of you at the Cardinals game this year, and you weren't paying attention to anything. Everybody else is standing up and cheering, and you're sitting there smiling for a selfie.
I'm like, what the hell happened? I'm taking a selfie, and everybody's like cheering for me. It was all about me.
Not a big sports fan.
Comcast is rolling out, I don't know, is this a good deal or not? $70 a month.
Okay.
Sports and news TV. So you get live NBA, NFL, NHL, and MLB games, 50 channels, including ESPN, CNN, and ABC, plus a Peacock subscription and access to 100-plus free streaming channels.
I mean, if you're a super sports fan, I personally recommend that you go with Hulu Live TV. It's only a little bit more, like $80-something, $80 and some change. And that comes with ESPN Insider subscription, which unlocks all college football, all layers of sports. And then you get all that other stuff that you just mentioned.
Okay. Plus, this whole Comcast thing, I don't know if you noticed at the end, it said 100-plus free streaming channels.
Right.
Okay. Talk about the biggest pile of garbage.
Because you're paying $70 and they're supposed to be free?
No. They're throwing in 100-plus free.
They're nothing. They're yeah.
It's something that nobody ever wants.
It's like, have you ever got a new TV and you do the tuner? And then when it's done doing the auto tune, you're like, I have 118 channels.
It's like, what is this?
And then nothing's on any of the 118 channels that you have over there on the digital whatever reception.
Have you ever watched like the cable access channels?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been a long time, but yeah.
They're pretty funny. I was watching one in Santa Barbara last time we were there, and they were arguing whether or not that the builder had the right to have 10-foot ceilings.
The right?
Yes.
Like they should be shorter?
It should be shorter. One woman on the city council there in Santa Barbara actually said, I don't see a need for anything above 8-foot ceilings.
Oh, she doesn't.
She said, because, I'm 5'2".
Oh, well.
So that's
everything should be to a city council member's body frame.
So it was so good. I actually paused. I'm like, Barry, you got to come see this.
This short lady doesn't want tall roofs.
M&A, it's the ultimate high-stakes game. Biggest investment, biggest risk, but when you nail it, total game changer for your business. I'm Kisan Patel, host of the M&A Science Podcast, where we cut through the noise and dive deep into what really makes M&A work. We're talking real conversations with top practitioners, no fluff, just hard-hitting insights you can actually use. Stay ahead of the curve and learn what it really takes to close deals. Catch M&A Science on your favorite podcast app. Here's to the deal.
All right. JetBlue says they are going to lead the way
in
payment processing. That if you want to buy a ticket now on JetBlue, you don't have to just use like your MasterCard, Visa, American Express or anything. You can now pay by Venmo.
Oh, that saves them money.
Yes, and this is the first airline to do this. But we need to have a public service announcement about Venmo. Let's say, I'm not saying that it's you, Andrew, but let's say that there's somebody who you know,
right,
who is married,
sure,
and they want to take, their girlfriend or boyfriend on a trip.
Okay, so basically we're talking about someone who's having an affair.
They're cheating.
Yeah.
So they say, oh, I'm going to put it on my Venmo account. But just keep in mind that all your transactions on Venmo are public.
Can you make them private?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But you have to go through a couple of extra steps to do that.
Which nobody does.
And we have the steps on the website.
Oh.
In case you're wondering how to do that.
Wait a minute. Can we back? Let's hold up on this JetBlue thing. How are the credit card companies reacting to this?
I'm sure they don't like it.
Because if this becomes popular, if you can go to Target and put in your Venmo instead of sliding a card, then they're losing out on billions of dollars.
On all the processing fees.
Are you thinking it's something we're heading towards?
A lot of people don't trust Venmo.
Right. I don't. I use Zelle.
And yeah, exactly. And they don't trust Cash App, whatever it may be. I had to use Venmo the other day. It's no big deal. You just have to find the person. As a matter of fact, I was paying somebody who did some work around Ian's house, and I'm like, and the guy's name was like Felix somebody or another, and Ian's like, he's the guy with the big beard.
Oh, because you see the picture on the Venmo. That's funny.
But a lot of, what do you think my Venmo picture is?
Probably the same one that I have in my phone. It's like a cover of a magazine or something.
Oh, yeah. No. That's the cover when I was on AARP.
Why is that the one that auto-populates in an iPhone?
That's the one that I put in my profile on my Apple phone.
Oh, okay.
But no, I used another publicity photo for my Venmo.
Why wouldn't you?
I was like,
well, isn't one of your profiles is an AI photo? It's not even you, right?
that's over on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I saw this story really over at NPR, and I'm always astounded about how things go viral. And how we could take like the simplest concept and then turn it into something really big on social media. So like, for example, you're walking in the woods and you see a stick. Have you ever picked up a stick?
Of course.
Okay.
I also have children. So that's all they do when they're in the woods is pick up sticks. And they become canes and swords and bow and arrows.
Which is fabulous.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, if you have a dog, you pick up a stick and you throw it. You play fetch. Except if you have my dog, Abby, because she's so spoiled. She's like, a stick, really? I mean, come on. That's like for peasants.
Go on dogs.com and get me something more expensive.
I really want a
Diamond
ball.
studded, please.
Yes, exactly. So they're actually called stick heads. And a single stick was found on a Utah trail in 2023. Two guys were walking, and they said, this has a nice grip. Has excellent grain to it. So they decided to start a TikTok channel just showing sticks. Okay. And they have full-time jobs. I mean, we're talking like millions and millions and millions of people are following these guys showing pictures of sticks. Here, we have a video.
What up, Stick Nation? This is Lynn. I'm hiking in upstate New York.
That's
with my two boys.
Lin-Manuel
There's a lot of
Miranda.
dead
Yes.
trees around,
He's a
fallen
follower.
trees because of the winds up here in the winter. And we found this sticking out of the ground.
Not a
like
stick.
so.
It's a
There's
branch.
this cool rounded edge here. It looks kind of like a abandoned lacrosse stick. It's a great stick.
Stick Nation is what it's called. Okay. But some people say like they're feeling not a lot of love from Stick Nation because like one guy said like he's in Antarctica. They don't have any sticks.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
And he said, so maybe he should get an ice stick and show that.
I mean, if we're counting whatever Miranda held up there as a stick, you can anything.
So
can be a stick.
these two guys, they have full-time jobs, but they field hundreds of stick videos every single day. One of the guys is a physician assistant. Okay, smart guy. Other guy works in marketing and music production. So they have their own language. There's something called modded sticks.
Modded?
Yes.
That's like if you carve something or you...
Exactly.
Okay.
Then it's modded sticks. There are natty sticks.
Natural.
Yes.
Where
Come
they're
see her.
untouched by nature.
And then the sticks are ranked by their curves,
Sure.
their aura,
Right?
and their love.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of like women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those.
A good stick's like a woman.
Yes. So they're called, again, stickheads.
Stupid.
Stick Nation. Millions and millions of people.
I'm a good for you. If that's what you do, that's what you're into, fine. I would never fall. I would zoom past that video so fast.
That's because there's no boobies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Fair.
If old men use walking sticks, what do fast men use?
Running sticks?
Hurricanes.
Oh,
God, I am so funny. I just cracked myself up. It's so good.
thank God it's Friday.
M&A, it's the ultimate high stakes game. Biggest investment, biggest risk, but when you nail it, total game changer for your business. I'm Kisan Patel, host of the M&A Science Podcast, where we cut through the noise and dive deep into what really makes M&A work. We're talking real conversations with top practitioners, no fluff, just hard-hitting insights you can actually use. Stay ahead of the curve and learn what it really takes to close deals. Catch M&A Science on your favorite podcast app. Here's to the deal.
All right, speaking of,
Yeah?
what's going on with your... You were telling me some story by text, and I didn't really get the gist of it.
All right. This is what happened. I have a second job. I come here, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the podcast, but Monday through Friday, I host a morning radio show in Phoenix, Arizona, an iHeart radio station.
Yes.
And we have a call screener, and he comes in the other day, and he's all disgruntled.
Now, is this the one that's not too bright?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, let's protect his name. Let's just call him Jay. That's his name. And Jay comes in.
Sorry, Jay. We didn't mean to say you're not that bright.
He knows. And he'll forget 2 seconds after you tell him. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
So he comes in. He's all disgruntled. And I'm like, what's going on? And he starts telling me like this half story, and none of it's making any sense. And we had to go live, so I was like, whatever. So he comes in today, and he's still disgruntled. And this is early in the morning. We start early. And I'm like, what is going on? This is the last 2 days. He's like, my wife's really mad at me. And I said, why? He's like, I got this text message a couple days ago, and it was from someone. What started out saying, hey, Michelle, just so you know, we're back in town. You can return my cat, and then it puts an address here.
Okay.
Thanks for taking care of her. And he thought he was going to have some fun, so he sends this long message back like, I can't believe you were gone this long, and the cat pooped all over my house, and it had so much bad poop that it looks like it's been eating Taco Bell for weeks, and it also won't stop humping my leg. Like, he sends this huge response back, being silly.
Just pranking him.
Right. And then the person's like, wait a minute, I don't think this is Michelle. It's all confused. Who is this? Are you in Seattle? Blah, 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 blah. And he's still continuing to antagonize.
That the cats.
And mess with this person.
Okay. And this is like her cat.
Correct. Then out of nowhere, and I have the text message here. Out of nowhere, they send back all of his personal information to him, which is all accurate, including the address of the house he just moved into, and then said, I'm going to come and kill you.
Oh, gosh.
Right. Now, he didn't overreact, but when he showed it to his wife,
she went ballistic.
She did. And if you notice there at the bottom of the text message we're showing up on the screen, there's some Mandarin characters or Chinese characters at the bottom there. We translated it, and it's a swear. This person's swearing at
I know.
him.
Then you texted that to me. I'm like, nice language.
Right. Well, you asked me what it
I know.
say.
I know what it was like. Effing idiot.
Yeah,
or
something like that. So his wife gets all upset. Like, how do they know all this? How is everything they said completely accurate? How do they know that you live here? You just moved in here a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So he goes on the internet and he searches his name, and there's 19 pages of results. And page after page after page are these websites that have all his personal information on it. And she is now freaked out that not only is his cell phone number up there, a multiple of emails, his ex-wife, and then it's connecting all the dots.
It connects everything.
Correct. And she's upset. She's
and it's free.
Yeah.
All this information is out there for free.
He didn't have to pay anything.
Right.
And neither did the hackers that sent him these text messages. And I was like, hold up. Kim Commando, I work with her. And he's like, yeah, she's great. And I just threw that in there for brownie points. He didn't say that. And
love you, Jay.
I said, she actually has a working relationship with this company called Incogni. And they have this software where you sign up for their service, and they slowly remove you from all of these databases throughout the internet.
Okay. Before we talk about that, I did not know this. Your middle name is George.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, you looking up on my personal info?
You were born in September.
Yeah.
1980.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give your whole phone number out, but
Thanks.
But is it? Does it start with a 602?
Of course.
Is there a 791?
You're going pretty deep into it, yeah.
Okay. Did you also have? Well, there's another wireless number, but I don't think you have this one anymore. It's a 480-620.
Nope. Never mind.
602-243.
That's my dad's phone number.
Okay. I know you are related to Amanda, but I didn't know she was born in January.
Yeah, that's my sister.
And I do know Ainsley Danielle.
Yes, my ex-wife.
Born in December.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to give the year. 1985.
She did.
Then your mom and dad are on this list.
Yeah.
Your email addresses, I've got your Clear Channel address.
Okay.
It looks like a CompuServe address.
No, that's probably my dad.
Okay. Maybe, yeah, that could be, because it just says Babinski.
Yeah. You don't have to. You've proved your point.
I didn't know that you lived a long time ago on Wiki Up Lane.
Yeah, for only a couple of months.
And on 50th Street.
Yeah.
Piedmont.
Mm-hmm. That's where I grew up.
North 52nd Street.
Are you doxing me? Is this technically doxing?
No. South Crow's Nest.
Yeah, I own that house.
Okay. Cathedral Rock.
That's my sister's house.
Okay. North Shore Drive.
I own that house.
West Amberwood.
Own that house.
West Boston.
Own that house.
South 44th Street.
That was my apartment for years.
Yeah, number 1050.
Correct. That was the 2-bedroom. I also was in 780, which is the 1-bedroom before I upgraded.
See, this is the information that's out there about you, just on one site.
Right.
I mean, just one site.
And if you have a phone number, if you take a name and add it to a phone number, it even gets you all this more information quicker.
Yes. And see, I'm not going to talk about it quite yet, but I think I'm getting involved in a puppy scam, but I did look at a phone number.
I need to sign up for Incogni now because you just doxed me.
Yes.
So
all this information is about you. So let me tell you what Incogni does.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me tell you how I found Incogni. I'd lived in Los Angeles for like a nanosecond when I was in my early 20s.
Okay.
I got a job working for Unisys, and it was there on Wilshire Boulevard in Westwood, and I didn't really want to drive the freeway, so I actually figured out a way to like walk to work.
Okay.
So Ian moves to LA to go to USC, and he calls me up and he says, where exactly did you live in Westwood? And I'm like, Ian, I don't remember. I have no idea what that. I mean, really, literally lived there for 3 months.
That was almost 15 years ago.
Oh, 10 years ago.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I tried to hook you up with the 15, and that wasn't good enough.
Not at all. You know me. I'm always an overachiever. So he says, oh yeah, you lived on Lynbrook. And I said, oh yeah, I remember Lynbrook. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, like 12752. I'm like, what? And he said, yeah, this is really crazy. You know, you lived there for, he knew the exact, and went to all my addresses.
Just did what you did to me.
Okay. And then it had my wireless, my landline, because in the house we have an elevator, so it needed a landline, who I was related to, my parents, and brothers, sisters, kids. It's just all, and all this information is out there for free. So I decided that I would do a great thing for society.
And?
I would do Opt-Out Tuesday. So every Tuesday, I would find a place where they had my information about myself on the internet and then figure out how to get my name off the database.
One place.
Just one place, one place a week. Because, you know, they don't make it easy.
No, that's the whole point.
No,
but they have to be able to get you to opt it out, right? There has to be a path.
Yeah, so, like, sometimes you have to, like, actually fax your driver's license. Okay. Other times you have to fill out a form online, and then they authenticate that form. Then you have to have a FaceTime call. I mean, it's just a nightmare. Other times you have to, like, you know, do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around.
Again, a nightmare.
Okay. And so
what it's all about.
And so every Tuesday I did Opt-Out Tuesday, and it was going like gangbusters. I'm talking like millions of people. Okay. Every Tuesday went to commando.com, and we put it in the newsletter on how to opt out of a particular people search site.
Right.
It was going fabulous for about 8 weeks. And then all of a sudden, my email's blowing up. People are calling the studio saying, your instructions don't work anymore.
So they were finding yours and then changing it because they knew you were.
Yes.
Because probably a lot of these are owned by one company.
Correct.
Who just has 15, 25 different sites.
So that's when I said, this is just not working out for me.
Sure.
Okay. So I tried a couple of different services, 3 different services, and I settled on Incogni. And about 3 months go by, and I notice that, and they give you like a dashboard, so they show you like how many sites that you're being removed from. Mm-hmm. And so like it goes from like maybe like 5 sites to 100 sites, to 110 sites. So as I get to like 110 sites, and then also the suppression lists, meaning they can't put you back on.
Right.
Because that's what they do. They take you off and they go, oh, somehow you got back on. And it's your name.
You think that's how they sound?
Yes. They sit around these marketing meetings and go,
We're going to come again, guys.
yes, let's sell our name. I noticed that I wasn't getting as many spam texts.
Okay. Which is great.
Spam phone calls.
But you're on the do not call list, right? With the
Oh,
US
yeah,
government.
that works great. I just, and so does like when you unsubscribe to spam email. That just works so well. Okay. So that's when I went to the sales folks and I said, I have Incogni and it works. And I even signed up Barry, and he's a curmudgeon. He hates everything.
Right.
Okay. That doesn't work. Yes, I'm a complete waste of scam. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Cam, you'll believe anything. I mean, if anybody ever actually sees us, I am truly like the glass is always half full.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be great.
And he took the glass and shattered it against the wall.
And said, So anyway, so then he comes up to me and he's like, Mr. Positivity. And I'm like, whoa, this is something. So right now I'm out of, I think, almost 800 of these databases.
Which is crazy that there's 800 of them to be out of.
Okay. And you can't do this yourself.
No.
You can't.
They have there on the dashboard the amount of time that it would take you
forever
to get out. So Jay signed up immediately, and he used your link and your promo code, and because you save money when you do it that way. And he gets on the dashboard. About 20 minutes later, he comes back. He's like, "Look at this! Look how many I'm already out of! Look at all the things they're doing. They're sending emails, and they do." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's what they're there for. It's worth the money." Then, right before I leave, he's like, "You gotta come see this," and he pulls me into the studio. And he's like, yesterday, I Google searched my name. There was 19 pages of results. And he puts his name in, hits enter. He's like, 2.
Bam.
In an hour.
And see, they have, I've asked them, I mean, how exactly do you do this?
Right.
Okay. Because these people search sites and the data broker sites, they're not located only in the United States. Obviously, they're all
none
over
of them are in the United States.
But they say they have proprietary ways where they can submit the names and by law they have to remove. And then if somebody changes the procedure, they have a whole department that figures that out. I mean, I don't know how many people they employ. Okay, but it's got to be a gazillion.
But within 2 hours, Jay was seeing results. Signed up his wife immediately, and he is so impressed. And he's like, "Please tell Kim thank you." I'm like, "Kim, I'm the one who told you to use the link. Where's my love?" And he's like, "Please tell Kim thank you."
Well, let's see. Where else did you live? Let's see.
I'm signing up right after the show.
I think we got you. Oh, yeah. I do have apartment number 2396.
That was a different place.
That was a different place.
Yeah, we can stop now.
Okay.
We can stop doing that.
So Incogni does work. Comes with a 30-day happiness guarantee. One of those things.
And it's a sponsor.
They are a sponsor, 100%.
Disclose that. But it doesn't matter when you have a success story like this on how cool it is and how fast he got the results, and his wife went from scared to completely relieved.
Which is, worth the money.
Absolutely. Okay. Triple the price, Incogni, for married people.
So you get 3 phone numbers and 3 different email addresses.
Right.
And in case you do want to sign up, because, again, they are a sponsor, it's privacykim.com. Again, that's privacykim.com. And you get 60% off. That's really awesome that he was able to see such results like that.
Really fast.
Did he learn his lesson not to engage?
He did. Yeah, because this is another sidebar. If you get any of those, don't interact with them, because all you're doing is you're telling the scammer that you have an active phone number. They're going to put that in a database and keep selling it to other scammers. Just ignore it.
Just ignore it. Just do that. Again, in case you want to get that deal with Incogni, it's privacykim.com, and then you get 60% off.
M&A, it's the ultimate high-stakes game. Biggest investment, biggest risk, but when you nail it, total game changer for your business. I'm Kisan Patel, host of the M&A Science Podcast, where we cut through the noise and dive deep into what really makes M&A work. We're talking real conversations with top practitioners, no fluff, just hard-hitting insights you can actually use. Stay ahead of the curve and learn what it really takes to close deals. Catch M&A Science on your favorite podcast app. Here's to the deal.
That's so wonderful. I'm so glad that
Now I'm not going to, every day he's going to come in and show me his dashboard.
Yes,
he's
like,
addicted. Limited day. Yeah. 250 sites. Don't care, Jay.
I don't care. So I was talking to my brother yesterday, and he answered the phone, and I said, "Are you doing snow angels?"
Oh, because it got a lot of snow out there?
He lives in Florida.
Yeah.
Got 7 inches of snow.
Which is crazy.
Okay.
New Orleans is up to their beads in snow.
Okay, they have more snow in Florida right now than in Alaska.
Which is crazy.
So global warming.
Sure.
That's exactly what it is.
Climate change. You got to reference that correctly. So whatever the temperature is, it works.
I actually got it. I wish I had printed the note. I got a note from somebody who said that they are convinced that all this is happening because they live in Florida. And he went outside and he saw chemtrails.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Weather machines?
And the sky was blue. And then he went inside and he looked out his window.
Mm-hmm.
The skies were gray.
Does he have tinted windows?
He might.
He might.
So I wrote about this in the Kim Commando Show newsletter, which, by the way, we have 628,000 subscribers right now.
Phenomenal.
I know, isn't that something?
But in the current.
Yes, The Current.
Nice.
It's called The Current. You can go to getthecurrent.com or getkim.com, wherever you want to go. But I wrote about the various weather apps and which part of the country that they are actually good for. Do you have like a weather app that you like?
No, don't care. Doesn't matter. Can't do anything about it. Doesn't matter.
Well, we also live in Arizona.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not a lot of weather changes here.
It's either going to be kind of cold, not cold, hot. That's it. Keep a jacket in the car in case it's kind of cold.
In case it is almost cold. Now, so do you look at the weather app on your iPhone?
No.
You don't. So you don't even look at weather.
There's no reason to.
Oh.
I mean, now if I'm traveling, obviously I will. But no, I don't look at the temperature. I don't look at weather.
Do you know what the little dot is when you're looking at the weather?
Which one?
The little white dot when
No.
you're looking. Okay, that's the exact temperature at that moment. So when it says like it's going to be like 68 to 98, or in Arizona 68 to 128, when you see that white dot, that's what the temperature is. So here's the deal. So if you live in the East Coast and for Hawaii, this is survey says that the best weather is in MSN. You go and that's the most accurate.
Really?
Now, if you are in the South or the Midwest, or in North and South Dakota, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, and Vermont,
Minnesota,
you want to use the Weather Channel.
of course.
Okay. Weather Underground is also another one.
That's accurate for that part of the country.
If you are a real weather geek, like my husband, Storm Radar. I think he's got 5 or 6 weather apps.
That's too much. One is too much.
And we have a Davis Weather Center at our house, so we know the weather where we are standing.
What does he do with this information?
He decides whether or not he should wear this jacket or no jacket. I don't know what he does.
There's no variable. We don't live in Minnesota or Wisconsin. They probably have one thermometer at the airport for Weather Underground because it doesn't matter. It never changes.
Weather.gov. They say it's best for all locations, but it's a little clunky.
Okay. Well,
it's a government website.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. There's also AccuWeather. They have a 2-minute forecast. A 2-hour forecast. So you can figure out what it is for every 2 hours. And that's really good for Midwest states.
Okay.
Midwest states.
Do they have a Doppler? I always love when local news stations promote their Doppler.
I liked when for a while they had some consultant in Phoenix and they were calling it the Haboob. I thought that was so funny.
Channel 15 here locally, and we have Desert Doppler 15.
Desert Doppler. What the heck is that? Okay.
It's 84 today. It's going to be 84 tomorrow.
What's the one on Channel 12? I think they have Action Weather Day.
Well, of course.
I'm like, an action
weather.
What's an action weather? Okay, it's 40 degrees in
Or
the
do
morning?
you stress about the weather? Do you check the weather every single morning to see how you're going to... Yeah, it's pointless. No. Now, if I lived in other parts of the country, absolutely, I would be
Well, when I'm sailing, I have to go check the weather.
Okay, but that's totally different. And that's
Yes.
for a specific event.
Yes.
But not daily or hourly like your husband.
So, you know what the difference is between weather and climate?
I wonder. I actually was talking to a group of people yesterday, and we asked the question, what is the difference between weather and climate?
And how'd you answer it?
We didn't. We were hoping you would.
Okay.
With some punchline.
You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it.
I'll report back for you.
I know. It's really something, isn't it?
It is.
It is. I was talking about the newsletter, but I didn't get a chance yet to pitch the AI glasses, the Meta glasses that I'm giving away.
We should.
Yes, $329 value. And so you could be tech ahead. People will look at you, and when you have these glasses on, they'll say, he or she's hot.
Can I borrow them?
They're like so into tech. They must be so smart.
So smart.
So smart. And so you can go to winfromkim.com, and you're not going to look like a glass hole. I mean, these are Ray-Bans. The Google glasses.
Oh, they call those glass holes?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Whenever you saw somebody wear those Google glasses, I guess you had to be like, somebody who's really into tech. You'd look at each other and go, there's a glass hole.
Okay. No, you're going to look cool. They're really nice.
Yes, winfromkim.com, winfromkim.com.
We were talking about viral things with the stick story earlier. Have you heard of the Temu hack?
I don't shop on Temu.
Okay. But this is, first of all, I'm going to start with this. Do not do this. This is bad and it's wrong. But what people are doing,
it's really fun.
It's just cool, but it's wrong. What people are doing is they're finding a product. Let's say you wanted to buy a blender, an at-home little blender, one of those little portable blenders,
and
right?
$1.99 on Temu.
Right. They're only $3 on Temu, but you have to wait 3 weeks
in order
for it to arrive. So people are finding the product on Temu, and they're ordering it, expecting to get it within 2 to 3 weeks. And then 5 days later, they are going on Amazon and buying the same exact product and getting it the next day. Because most of the stuff that's available on Temu is available on Amazon. Then when it comes from Temu, they are returning it to Amazon. Temu prices, Amazon's fast shipping, all in one.
Oh, ouch.
Isn't that awful?
That's terrible because, you have a lot of third-party sellers that this is how they're making their money.
Absolutely.
I mean,
and the
that doesn't seem
returns, cost them money. They are losing money on the returns. Now, that they're saying, the people who are promoting this, you got to make sure you go on there and look at the return policy that is going to be within the time frame of your Temu delivery.
For sure.
And if they accept it. There's so many things on Amazon now that just stopped accepting returns.
But, Amazon has Haul.
Yeah.
Which is their Temu competitor.
But even with that, you can't do it on Haul because you're doing it on both transactions with the same platform.
No, I understand.
But even with that, that's delayed shipping. And people are getting their $1.30, kitchen rug the next day.
We don't recommend
it's awful. It's absolutely awful. Do not do this.
No, we don't want you to do this.
And it's going to, if enough people start doing this, the people who don't are the ones who are going to have to pay for it. Amazon's going to start charging restocking fees.
Of course.
There's going to be return fees. Something's going to be connected to this if it gets super popular.
Well, I bought a whole bunch of crap on Amazon Haul the other day.
Okay, to test it, or you wanted
just
this crap?
Test it.
Okay.
Just to test it. And by the way, you can only use Amazon Haul in the app, not in the browser. And everything is being shipped from China, so it's a whole bunch of cheap Chinese crap.
Right, but it's also cheap.
Yes. So, I have a pair of shoes that my feet always come out of. I know you wear heels. There are certain heels that your foot just doesn't stick in.
Pops out?
Yeah, it pops out. It's so annoying. So I bought these little silicone inserts for those shoes. It was $1.19.
Okay, and when are you getting it?
July.
Okay, it's going to be some time.
But I bought a similar product on Amazon for $9. So I want to see what the difference is.
Okay, if it's it wasn't the exact same one?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you do that intentionally?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a research.
Absolutely.
I mean, because that's what I'm all about.
I buy one thing on Amazon that it doesn't ship until the shipping container is completely sold. It's you know what the magic erasers are?
Yes.
Well, I buy the unbranded magic erasers, and it's 100 of them.
Are they the same thing?
For $10. They don't last as long. They fall apart, but you have 100 of them. I mean, they're disposable. It's like paper towels.
That's true.
But you have to wait until the entire shipping container is sold out for them to even be shipped to you. And so it says your shipping could be within a week or by mid-September. They just have to sell out that shipping container. So I just make sure I order them before I run out. But I do that all the time. Saves tons of money.
I wonder if they sell wigs.
Why do you want to wonder about a wig?
It's a small price to pay.
a sniper with your jokes today.
It's on fire. It's on fire. Hey, folks, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Drop a comment, hit a like, hit a follow, hit a subscribe. Did I miss a button?
Nope, you got them all.
Okay, do all of the above because we're amazing and we need you to do that so that this way big tech says, wow, they're great.
See you Monday.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.